So let's revise the Deccani School of Painting. So, what's meant by a Deccan plateau or something like that? The Deccan region is nothing but the western and southern part of India. So, let's go to the introduction. Originated in the Deccan region. Deccan region here constitutes from central to southern India during 16th to 17th century. Flourished under Deccan sultanates, that's Bhaijapur, Golconda, Ahmeda Ahmednagar, and later Hyderabad. A unique blend of Persian, Mughal, and Turkish and local southern Indian styles. So you may get confused by remembering all these things, stuffs. So I'll just explain it how it comes. Then you can remember that so easily. So it's originated in Deccan region. That's nothing but the central and southern parts of India. Next, its time period is from 16th to 17th century. Flourished under the Deccan Sultanates is Bajapur, Golconda, Ahmedabad, and later Hyderabad. So you have to just remember about Bajapur, Golconda, and then Ahmedabad, and later Hyderabad. A unique blend of Persian, Mughal, Turkish, and Southern Indian styles. So, what do you think about the blend of Indian? Okay, Indian and Persian style. Yes, you are right. It's about the Mughal school of painting. Over here, as Deccan school of painting, we are gonna study the blend of the Persian, Mughal, Turkish, and local South Indian styles. So we're gonna add the Persian, Mughal, Turkish, and South Indian styles. The key feature. What's about key feature of this chapter? The rich color palette, use of gold, emerald green, crimson, and deep blue. So what is known as the rich color palette? The rich colored palette is nothing but the use of gold, emerald green, crimson, and deep blue. So deep blue and crimson are also related. So just remember about the gold and green. So gold and emerald green and crimson, deep blue. So it's not line blue, it's deep blue. Elongated human figures with round face, large eyes, and graceful posture. So in Deccan School of Painting only we're gonna study about the posture, graceful posture. So they have the round face. This is also very unique feature in this chapter. So round faces, large eyes, graceful posture. Emphasis on decorative patterns, textiles, and floral designs. So from Mughal, Rajasthani, and then Deccan painting, this floral design gets continued as we study. So the emphasis is on the decorative pattern, textile, and floral designs. Use of landscape with rolling hills, trees, and stylized backgrounds. So how the landscapes are done, how the landscapes are painted, can be studied from um, can be done by the rolling hills, trees, and backgrounds. Okay, by stylizing backgrounds. Next, the poetic and the romantic themes, often illustrating court life, music, love story, and Sufi mysticism. Now comes the major school of the Decani school. So not you're not just gonna study about the specific thing, and also sub parts, sub schools. Okay, that's very important. So in Decani school, what do we have over here? It's nothing but a Baijapur school, Golconda school, and Ahmedabad school, and also we will be having, because later parts it has been spread through the later parts of Hyderabad. So Hyderabad school also will be present. It's nothing but it's so easy, because you're gonna talk just about the place where the school was present, and those areas they have their unique specifications. So Baijapur school means the patron. What's the patron? Who's the patron? Ibrahimin Adil Shah II. So just remember there's no another other options. So Ibrahimin. you have to remember it as Ibrahimin Bajapur school, known for its portrait, musical theme, and court scenes. So, musical theme, court scenes, portrait, Bajapur school style is Persian influenced with poetic and dreamlike quality. Persian influence is present in the Bajapur school. So, this is the order, students. So, just remember this. So, first Bajapur school was found. Next comes the Golconda school, who's a patron, Sultan Muhammad Kuili Qutb Shah. So just remember it as Sultan. So blend of Persian and local styles. It's about just Bajapur school is just about taking the Persian influence with the poetic and dreamlike quality. But what about the Golconda school? It's about mixing up the Persian and local styles. Next comes the notable for fine line work. Okay, notable for fine line work, floral borders, religious themes. So just please don't get confused with these styles. Okay, poetic theme, dreamlike quality comes the Bajapur school. Golconda school is notable for the fine line work, floral borders, and religious themes. Ahmad Nagar School, earliest among Deccani schools. It's the earliest, okay? Ahmad Nagar is the earliest. New surviving works known for the bold composition and strong Persian elements. Bold composition and strong Persian elements is present in Ahmad Nagar. Themes often centered on rulers, and saints. So in Ahmada school, all the themes were centered about the rulers, and the painting will also be centered about them. Next comes the Hyderabad school. It's about 18th century. Came in the later parts of Hyderabad, involved after the fall of Golconda. So after Golconda, Hyderabad comes. Feature more Featured more Mughal influence is present in the Hyderabad school, more naturalistic with refined technique and detail background. It will be more naturalistic and refined technique. Please don't get panicked. So it will be very easy. So by comparing the options itself, we can um, give the answer correctly. So the more naturalistic with refined technique and detailed background is Hyderabad school. Next comes the difference from Mughal painting. So here aspect, Deccani painting, Mughal painting. So what's the difference between? Okay, what's the difference between the Deccani painting and Mughal painting? So Deccani painting we have studied in this chapter. What about Mughal painting? It's in the previous chapter. Yes. What are the influence? Okay, as I already told, just mixing up the Persian and Southern Indian is known for the Deccani painting. And what about the Persian Europe? What about the mixing up of Persian plus Europe gives the Mughal painting? What's the theme? Okay, what's the theme of Deccani painting? Deccani painting is all about the poetic, romantic, mystical, all these things comes for the Deccani painting. Then what about the Mughal painting? Historical, realistic. So Mughal painting will always be realistic and historical. Okay, just remember it as HR. Mughal painting. Colors. Rich and vibrant colors is used in the Deccani painting. As you already know, the mixing up of the rich and vibrant colors, in the sense we are just talking about the mixing of the red, emerald green, crimson, and deep blue. So in Mughal painting, we'll be using only softer and more naturalistic colors only. So please be don't get confused here, like as they have said, the naturalistic color. So this naturalistic word will come in many places, so please be don't be confused. So next, yes, figures. In Deccani painting, we'll be having elongated and stylized structures as of figures in Deccani painting. Then what about the Mughal painting? We'll be having only the realistic and proportionate figures in the Mughal painting. So this is very important to remember. So yeah, realistic and proportionate figures will be found only in the Mughal painting. Next comes the conclusion. The Deccani school of painting reflects a fusion of diverse cultural elements with a strong focus on aesthetic beauty, poetry, and spirituality, and are important parts of Indian miniature art tradition distinct from Mughal school. So, yes, from this chapter revision, what we can conclude that the Deccani school of painting is very important as it gathers all the aesthetic beauty, poetry, spirituality, nature, natural everything, natural effect, environment, naturalistic everything. So yeah, and then it's very important for the Indian miniature art tradition. So this is very important to remember. Yes, the Deccani school of painting is very important in the Indian miniature art tradition. Thank you.